Well, Eagles family, if I'm not mistaken, we just lost 27-17 to the Washington football team. We just lost 27-17 to the Washington football team. We were leading 17-0. We had some injuries went into this game. We understood that. We had some injuries on the offensive line. We understood that. Some injuries started piling up. Some things started happening. And then that just turned into a complete and utter shit show. I do not know what I just watched, but I waited months and months. But what literally felt like years, I feel like rose from the Titanic here. It's been 84 years, and that's what I get. Unacceptable. That was complete garbage. You let Dwayne Haskins do his thing. Only 3 sacks, no interceptions. He just went down, did his thing. He only had 1 touchdown against Logan Thomas. They had 2 rushing touchdowns with Peyton Barber. That's fantastic, right? Yeah, that's not okay. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe I waited that long. We talked about all the things that were going to look fine and dandy on paper, but what were things going to look like if Lane Johnson weren't there? And then Johnson gets hurt. Matt Pryor wasn't even starting. You never even see Matt Pryor. What the hell? You get Jack Driscoll, who did just fine, but then Jack Driscoll goes down and Jordan Mailata is in. Then you got Nate Herbig at right guard. And then you got Doug Peterson. Okay, buddy, let me get to you. Let me understand something. We talked about this before the game about how you're going to need to go ahead, dump off some passes to Boston Scott, Corey Clement, do some things where if you're getting attacked by this very good defensive front, you'd make sure you don't get sacked a million times. Eight times. And you don't do all the Carson and everyone played their part. And good thing Howie drafted a quarterback in the second round, Matt. Yeah, that was a great pick. It was very, very embarrassing. That was atrocious. I don't know what I just watched. I don't know if we're going that far right just yet. He did only have 3 catches for 18 yards, but he had that touchdown. But what a drop. What a drop there. But no, that doesn't mean you're just trading someone. That was embarrassing. Very bad game. Goddard had a great game. 8 catches, 101 yards, something. Touchdown. He did great. So, the receivers, you saw 1 catch. We talked about maybe Reagor having 1 or 2 big plays and that being it. Well, he had 1 play. Jackson, couple catches. Ward, a few catches for not much. Hightower, 1 catch for negative yards. Boston Scott had a couple, I believe. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. I was ripping my hair. I'm not a happy person right now. Trying to cool my britches before I came on here. Just try to breathe a little bit. And I'm a little perturbed by what I just watched. That was unacceptable, man. And they better make some changes on that line, figure some things out. We better hope Lane Johnson's ready for next week. We better hope that we figure out what we're doing at right guard there. That was really bad. And to see Doug not dropping and playing those quick little screen passes that we talked about, to have Carson just getting annihilated the way he did, just not throwing in extra protection, making the play calling, you're making him sit back there too long, getting destroyed. And some of those mistakes are definitely on Carson, but you got to put some blame on Doug himself as well. And it was hard for me to watch. It really was. It was just really terrible to just watch them creep back into that game and watch the Eagles just play like complete garbage, complete trash. I can't. I'm going to get pissed off. I really am going to get pissed off, and I'm trying not to get pissed off. I'm pissed off, though, and exact same thing Wentz said. Yeah, holds the ball too long. He does that a lot. He did it again today. Not good. That fumble right at the end, I was just like, oh, here we go. You had to do that, didn't you? Yeah, you just had to do that, didn't you? Now, I understand that the line wasn't blocking, but there were so many mistakes you could hand them out to everybody. So team effort on this one to go out. We talked about the injuries. There was definitely a possibility of this happening. But if it happened, then that meant that there was a problem. You need to figure some things out. So let's figure it out real quick. And that's getting people on the line healthy. Clearly, Carson Wentz getting destroyed. And if they're not, then you got to change. You got to change your play calling. You got to figure things out. You really do. Not having a running back, then Boston was hurt for a little bit. We talked about having a veteran in there or Huntley and come on, man. Come on. What are you doing? Like, I was very surprised, man. It was rough and it was very embarrassing. It was rough. It was horrible throws, and everyone had some pretty bad games, but him especially. He had a very bad game, and it was really tough to watch. But he was definitely under pressure at times, and I'm not going to give him any excuses, but that was rough. Ertz dropping that one, that was rough. That was right in his hands. You want to get paid like a top tier tight end, well, then you make that You make that catch. 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 Everyone played their part in screwing us over. So, Wentz had his mistakes. Doug did. Everybody did. Rieger did. Everybody did. They all did. And we can be happy about certain things. Oh, this guy did it. We were pumped in the beginning of the game, but nope, I am not pumped. Not happy about it. There's nothing that I am pumped about. You have so much to work on. We talked about the concerns of this offensive line. It is a huge concern. Quite honestly, now, they have a very good defensive line. We knew that they would possibly be a problem. Well, we just found out, didn't we? So we got the Rams coming up next. Better figure it out. You got a tough stretch coming on. This is rough, man. And we need some health. We definitely do. We do. Still got faith. I do too. You just got to figure some things out. You got to get people healthy. And if people are just going to keep getting hurt, we talked about this. This is probably a very high likelihood of it happening. Well, it happened. People getting hurt all over. So if we have to deal with this again, God help us all. I'm not very happy about it. Trust me, this sucks ass. Wentz isn't the problem. The O-line and Doug's. Yeah, well, it was all of them because Wentz had his, and that's what I was just saying. It's everybody. You can't just put it on him. You can put it on everybody. Some people are like, Wentz got to go. Don't be ridiculous. The line was trash. You needed to make some adjustments there. Ron Rivera is a very great defensive-minded coach. He came at us, man. That's what we talked about. And that's exactly what they did to us, man. That's what they did to us. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Ruined. It ruined. That's what I said. Those were the fucking first words out of my mouth. I said to Chelsea, I looked at her. I said, this is what I waited for. This is what I waited for, because I probably didn't say a word for a very, very long time, probably the entire fourth quarter. And, I get in my zone. Don't know. Jackson's getting old. It is what it is, man. I just can't. Injuries, who knows? Whatever excuse they want to use for us, it's a shit show. That's what it was. Yeah, Rams are going to be tough. We better hope for that Lane Johnson's healthy and we get that line figured out. We took him lightly. This is something we talked about. We hope that we wouldn't do, right? Because we took them lightly last year, and Dwayne Haskins showed us he was not to be messed with, and sure enough, and it's not like he had a tremendous game. He had like 176 pass yards, but he showed up when he needed to, got them in positions to score, did. Peyton Barber ran the ball in a couple times. Logan Thomas caught that one wide open. Unreal. Watching it was unreal. It was unreal. Unreal. I still don't believe it. I can't believe we just let that team beat us. And I'm hoping it's a punch in the face we need because, we talk about those things happening, but this isn't a loss you want to start off with. This is a win that you wanted to have, needed to really have. I'm not saying you needed like your season's over after week one. I'm not one of those people. That's not ridiculous. It's just the offensive line needs to get healthy. This is a huge concern because Carson's going to get murdered if we don't figure it out. And Doug needs to definitely change his play calling around that. So, Lane getting surgery. Clean him on up. Who knows, man? The Eagles just, I don't know. I wish I had the answer for you. Really do. Very sad game. Very, very sad game. We need to come out and beat the Rams. We can. We definitely can. We definitely can. So let's hope the Rams beat the Cowboys tonight. We'll feel better. The Rams come in, take us lightly. We beat their ass. Haskins, he's not a mobile quarterback. He's good in the pocket, and he did what he needed to. Ron Rivera used him well. He knew what he was doing. We talked about those running backs, and they used him perfectly against us. And none of them had, big games, and they didn't have over 100 yards rushing. They had like 81 or something. And what? I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. Pissed. Wentz was wild, and everybody was wild, and Doug's play calling was wild, and the offensive line was wild, and everybody was, Calvin. It was. I'm hurting. Like, my heart is pounding. I feel like the rage is coming. If I don't talk to you guys, like, I'm gonna punch through a wall. Like, I could feel it. Like, I waited that long, and we talked about it for that long. We talked about it for that long, and that's what we got. That's what we got. That's what we just got. That's what we just got. That's what. Just making sure I'm not sure. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, dude. You know, I'm a big Pryor fan. I like Herbig too, but I was okay with it. I was like, okay, Driscoll, but then when Driscoll went out, I was like, okay, so it's Pryor. No, Jordan Mailata. Did we really just witness that? Did we witness that? Did we 4th down and 3rd? I wanted him to go for it. I think Zach Ertz should have caught it. I think a lot of plays should have went down differently if it was just, beginning of the game. You're looking at people that should have just caught the ball or threw the ball. I mean, there's so many plays you can go through where you're just like, oh, that guy wouldn't have done this. I try not to just blame it on one person. That was a group effort, especially when it's a complete shit show. The defense that we were all so pumped up about, we talked about maybe needing a little time. Dear God, I didn't mean getting your ass kicked by Washington time. I meant like the first quarter. What the What? And nobody had a big game either. It was like just this weird game where you're just like, it was just a slow beating. Like, is this happening? Okay, this is happening. And it didn't end. It just wouldn't end. It's just like, okay, we're going to start a drive here. And I kept trying to be motivated. Like, come on, don't let people down. Everybody's waiting months. We got to hope the Eagles are getting motivated. Just make a couple and like, I'm posting it. Like, I'm going to jump through this window. Like, I feel very sick to my stomach. Wentz not help us win, he helps them lose. Yeah, it was offensive line. I'm going to be real with you. I hope you weren't saying about Wentz. Please don't say stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty rough. But the offensive line didn't give Wentz much time, and he had to play like a maniac. And when you do that to him, you see he plays flustered. There's a lot of quarterbacks like that. When you get to him like that, and he's getting hit so much, that's what happens. And made a huge mistake at the end. I just should have just threw the ball, man. And we could sit here and say that and play Monday morning quarterback, but I'm not going to do that. It was the whole damn team, man. Whole damn team. About to blow up top of the me too, Calvin. Don't get me pissed, Calvin, because I'm trying to talk to you guys. And every time I start drifting away and start thinking about, like, because I was down there. I was downstairs watching it. I'm like, okay, let's go up there. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's take a breather here. Then we're going to come on, try to talk to these people with a clear head. Yes, I'm still very pissed off. Did that happen? Did that happen? That's unacceptable. It's very unacceptable, and I'm not okay with it. I really am not okay with it. We waited that long to see that team. We added speed. We did all this to it, but you can't block, and we talked about that. If you're not going to be able to block, how are we going to see those receivers? And sure enough, that's what happened. Goddard had a good day. That's wonderful. Woo. Couldn't run the damn ball. Didn't have Miles Sanders. Never let us know what's going on. Oh, we're being precautious with the guy, and then he doesn't play. You don't bring in any veterans to back these guys up. You draft a quarterback in the 2nd round. Are you shitting me? I just don't understand what's going on with this team right now, and I'm trying to be positive, trying to love them, trying to believe in them. And I truly do. I still believe in this team, but I'm going to be honest with you. They really, really pissed me off today, and we're going to need to see something special next week, or this is going to make this is a rough week. Already getting the messages, already getting the people, Nick Foles, the guy who couldn't beat out Mitch Trubisky, like people like that. It's like, please stop. Please, because this isn't Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz isn't a terrible quarterback. That's a great defensive line, and we knew that was going to happen if Lane was hurt, and then Driscoll gets hurt, and then I'm not making excuses for him because he made mistakes. He definitely did, overthrowing, underthrowing. I didn't know if McNabb was out there with Todd Pinkston half the time. I was dying inside, and I waited so long. I know you all did, and I'm sorry that they did that to us. I know they are too, but I just thought, Ron Rivera, like, new coach, and you were up 17-0. Carson was playing lights out. How do you allow them to adjust and do that to you? You got to adjust with them. You can't. I mean, everybody's hurting, and I mean, it's rough. I'm sorry you took vacation time, but this sucks. And our whole week is going to suck. We all know because we waited. Now we're going to have to play that game where it's like, oh, now we're waiting for this week. And it's like, if this is going to be like, I'm not ready for it this year, man. I'm not ready for it. I don't think any of us are. What were any positives? Jalen Reagor. I was positive in the fact that he came out, showed his toughness by playing. Seemed to play a healthy amount, but we talked about he was going to be on a snap count. Last couple of days I said maybe see 1 or 2 big plays and that'll be it. He caught 1 for 55, and he could have caught a couple others if Carson wouldn't have overthrown him. So I really think that we're going to see some great things from him. And once we can actually block for Carson and he has time, that this offense will look good. And once we have Miles Sanders, a running back, we'll do even better. But these injuries, they're going to hinder us. This is not good, man. DK, yeah, it's a rough one, man. Nobody was doing anything. It's rough, dude. The offensive line, that's it right there. FDR hit the nail on the head. That's what it was. And Carson played bad. I'm not saying that. And Doug's play calling, I'm going to call him out because I talked about before the game, if that was starting to happen, what you have to do. You got to dump it off. You had guys like Boston Scott, Corey Clement, and you even had Jason Huntley. So those are the kind of backs that you have. Use them as receiving type backs. That's how you attack that. You counter that when they're coming at you like that. So if I'm talking about this for the last couple of days, you gotta be thinking that too, right? They have what it takes to blow defenses away. Yeah, they got speed, but we need him to do a bunch more. Hightower should have came back, fought a little bit. Reagor a couple times, like he definitely had some mistakes too. So these guys got to learn how to fight for the ball. They got to learn how to do a few things, come back, get it. There were so many times where I just was so frustrated where it's like, what, are you guys not at practice? Is this not happening? I mean, are we, we have what it takes. Exactly. We have what it takes. We saw it. We were up 17-0, whooping that ass without Lane Johnson, man. Like, without Miles Sanders. It's unacceptable. It's the opposite of what happened last year. We looked like a shit show in the beginning, and then we came out at the end. And it's like, we know what we have. We need Lane Johnson back. We need to get healthy. This sucks. And if this was a blessing in disguise, or Lane Johnson was out and we needed him to be out so he could be healthy for the rest of the year, I'm okay with it. But love the guy. It just sucked not having him. You know what I mean? Of course, I admitted it was a shit show. What are you talking about? And I said I was disappointed and embarrassed. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very pissed off. Yeah, I don't understand what you want me to, like. I hate when I'm very angry too, very, very angry, and I don't understand what people mean. Like, that's why we break down. We talk about it after the game. We're talking about right now what happened, what's going on. We don't just throw out outlandish shit. We're just keeping it real, and that was a complete shit show. Unacceptable. Ron Rivera, man. Yeah. Coming from the Andy Reid tree. Of course he did. And yeah, I know. I talked about this for a couple of weeks about Ron Rivera and about what this defensive line could do to us. We just watched what they did to us, right? We watched it, right? I'm not happy. I'm not. Why are the Eagles dehydrated? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, bring some pickle juice, dude. Eat some oranges. I don't know what you got to do. I drink some water. I mean, really, just are we not like we're unaware? Like, we didn't play preseason. This is what I talked about without preseason, without knocking the rust off the short training camp with the 2 scrimmages. This is the BS we're going to be dealing with. Here we are. Yep, second half play calling was atrocious, man. We were up 17-0, then right at the end of the half, that interception allowed them to score, get a little momentum, came out in the second half, beat our ass, and then they were getting to Carson with the injuries, and you didn't adjust your play calling. So that's exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, Tim. You can't just blame Carson. That would be asinine. It's definitely Doug Peterson's fault as well. The offensive line, some of these rookie wide receivers, Deshaun Jackson, looking like he's a little banged up there. Arcega-Whiteside, Ward, not much. Nobody. Yeah, I mean, Ward had like 5 catches. He's not supposed to be doing much. He did his part for the most part. Reagor dropping it. There's so much bad to take from it. I don't want to. There's not really any good that I want to talk about. So we're gonna break it down this whole week and get ready to face a better team in Jared Goff and the Rams. We're going to see how they do against the Cowboys tonight. hopefully they lose, and then hopefully the Steelers beat the Giants, because this is unreal. I'm still pretty shocked. I'm still pretty shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was unacceptable. Only person to go for over 100 yards was Dallas Goedert. 18 yards for Ertz. He drops that fourth. My heart's hurting. My heart is hurting. Rough. Very rough. So, not sure what my buddies over at 4th and John or H2D are doing, but if they're doing any videos, I'll be sure to try to hop on and give my 2 cents. Wow. This is going to hurt for a while, man. This is unacceptable, dude. No. Yeah, he held that ball the one play too long. He did, yeah, for sure. It's not about one play, though, and that's what we've been talking about all video. Obviously, Doug's play calling sucked. Offensive line sucked. Reagor sucked at times. Hightower sucked at times. Jackson, Ortega-Whiteside, all of them. They all sucked. The defense sucked. So, no, we're not going to sit here and blame one person. We'll put everything into context, and we'll look at how much the whole damn team sucked. They sucked. They sucked as a whole. They sucked, and that's hard to say, and that's hard to swallow, because we've been waiting for a long time for that, and that really pisses me off. That really pisses me off a lot. Yeah, he had the ball right to him. So, yeah, Wentz threw that to him. So if Wentz throws that pass, everyone forgets it, and then, so it all goes. That wouldn't happen, that it's all – you look at things, put it into context. That's what we do here, and be mad at Wentz. Yes. I'm not saying that, Facebook user. And you can be mad at Doug, though. But be mad at the line. Be mad that Doug didn't change play calling like we talked about before the game. It's literally I'm mad because when I sit here and say things and then they don't do it, it's too much. It's too much to sit here and come on, man. You knew that's what they were going to do to us if we were banged up, and that's what they did to us. And you don't change the play calling. You're still doing your play action. You're still. I mean, even people. Like to just play Madden, understand that concept, right? Like I would feel like right. Just taking too much time and allowing the little time that you have to get away from those edge rushers and interior rushers, everybody, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, no, adjusting to the play calling. Exactly. And that's been the motto of this tale. It's on all of them. It is. And you can't just blame it on the Wentz at the end there, because that was rough. It was. And he should have just got rid of it. I know. Trust me. And I was pissed. I was, but I was also pissed a lot throughout the game, right? Obviously not till the end of the second half when you're like, okay, dude, clean it up. We'll be all right, right? It's just a little sloppy to come out in the second half, and then they allow them. Dude, we just allowed them to come back and just score 27 unanswered points on us. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't even know if it's the strength and conditioning coaches, man. Maybe the coaches, period, that are training. I don't know what kind of regimens they have for these guys, but everyone's getting hurt all the time. And we're changing medical staffs. So is it that? What is it? What's going on here? You don't know how to hydrate them. That's one thing. Chip Kelly sucks more than a lot of people that we've had in this organization, but he's up there at the top. But one thing he was good at was keeping people healthy with his weird science on, drinks and passion fruit lattes or whatever the hell he did, But, we need to figure something out. This is bullshit, dude. I'm not okay with it. This is not okay. Yeah, they need to get it together. I love my team, and I'll bleed green forever, dude. It's all about that right there. So, I'll be here day in, day out. I've watched things as a child that were way worse than this, but this was unacceptable because we know what this team is capable of, and we knew with the offensive line banged up, things could get bad. And we handled it at the beginning of the game. You showed yourselves how to do it. And of course they adjusted. So you have to adjust with them. Come on, man. I thought you were better than that. Doug, I really thought, I don't know what just happened there, man. I really don't. We talked about the adjustments. I don't know. I'm at a loss of words for you anymore, guys. I've said pretty much all I could say. I'm pissed. I'm very pissed. And, you guys all have every right to be pissed off too. Unacceptable. This is not what this team should have done. And, next week we're at home and we need to beat LA. You know, we've had a pretty good record. Sean McVay's lost to Doug twice. Nick Foles coming in at the end of that last game. And you know how it goes. So I think we win. And I think Carson Wentz beats Jared Goff here and has a redemption game. But we got a lot of work to do, and that starts with health. Health. So get these guys healthy, especially Lane Johnson. Dear God, that was bad, man. Kerrigan ate us alive, and so did everyone. That was bad. 8 seconds. That was bad. And we should all be mad. We will always bleed green. That's right, Jan. We're allowed to be mad. That's just how it goes. We're allowed to be very pissed off. And I'm going to be a lot more pissed off when I get off this camera. I promise you that. But I love you guys. So that's why I try to sit here and just let's figure it out before we just bash everyone and call for their heads and lose our minds. Let's think about it as a collective and say, Doug, Carson, all of you, we're pissed at all of you. And we will not accept this next week because unacceptable. I know that was a division match. And we talked about, watch out. Don't sleep on them. We did. We went into the first half. That was just a mistake, right? Yeah, right. We were done as a second half team, but why? Why was that though? You know what I mean? Facebook user, if you click that link at the top, you'll be able to see who you are. But I mean, it was the opposite of last year. Like in this game, you know, first game of the year, we played sloppy, and then they came out and woo. I thought second half we'd come out swinging. Yep. But yeah, week 1 we talked about it could be sloppy, right? But it still sucks that you let them come back like that. Unacceptable Sixers type stuff where Brett Brown and us letting them come back in the game like that. You can't be doing that, man. And it was just something that was driving me literally insane. And I won't allow it anymore. And I'm not like, I won't allow it. I'm just saying, like, you know, I think that they, you know, they're probably pissed too, and they need to be. They better be calling themselves out, dude. That needed to be the biggest punch in the face. You just lost to a no-name team. Ooh, man, that pisses me off. Yep, they took the foot off the gas. But, yep, let's get ready for the Rams, and we'll be doing that this week. If I have anybody that offers me to go on any videos tonight, I might do that. So maybe you'll see me later. I'll let you guys know. If not, let's try not to lose our minds too much. I'm definitely going to do my best, but I'm not very happy about this. I'm going to be real with you. Not very happy at all. So, yeah, give them one for me, man. I just can't believe that this happened like that, you know, to be up like that, to feel like, okay, it's a little sloppy, but we got this. But that was bad. All right, guys, we will either talk later or I'll be back tomorrow and we'll talk about, you know, whatever press conferences and stuff they've had, whatever's going on, dude. I'm going to try to chill out a little bit before I lose it. Yep, the Lions got taken to the woodshed, and we talked about you can't let that happen, and we sure did. We just got our asses kicked. We got our asses handed to us, and that was a smack in the mouth. Now we got to wait all the way till the end of the year to get back at them. Now, we better use that as a driving force to beat everyone's ass in between. So we got to do our best because we have a very, 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 very tough schedule. A lot of really good teams. This is very scary. So hopefully the defense gets figured out. Hopefully Hargrave comes back soon, and then we get Parks after week 3. We got to figure some things out. We definitely have to figure things out. And Derek Barnett, if you could come back and be semi-decent and stay healthy, that'd be great. Miles Sanders, that'd be great. Lane Johnson. Alshon, all of you, we need you. Yes, this is not great. So I will talk to you guys later before I lose my mind on camera here. I love you guys, though, and try to, I don't know, do something that doesn't make you want to lose your mind because, that's what I'm about to do. I can feel it. I'm getting angry. So have a great night, guys. We have to figure this out. Get the line healthy, and let's not give up on them. This isn't the end of the season. I know a lot of people are already calling it like, is it? Doug's over. It's Carson's the worst quarterback ever. No, that's not what's happening here, guys. We need to get healthy. That's a big concern. And if we don't, then it's very concerning. But let's not be, acting outlandish out here, guys. Let's keep her calm. We don't need to be crazy like some of the other fans out there that are just losing it, saying things that just don't make any sense. That's not what we're about here, guys. So if you guys want anything you want to talk about throughout the night, definitely comment on this. If you're watching this later, I will always get back to you. Rough. If you're watching this on YouTube, always comment and get back to you. Appreciate the likes, subscribing, all that good stuff. But I'm going to go punch the punching bag, I think, for a while instead of any walls or doors or anything. No Kyles and monsters out here. Not trying to do anything like that. So try to keep your guys' head on straight. And I'll either talk to you later or talk to you tomorrow. And as always, cover!